Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. As you can see, the prop is set, the stage is set, and we're looking at more thrift store treasures. That's right, today I went to the store and I got some really cool stuff. But by the time you see this, it's already been a few days. I tend to record a bunch of stuff beforehand and then just post it out over a few days. That way I don't run out of material that easily. Okay, we're going to start off with a really cool one. This guy here, when I first saw it, I thought it was Clayface with the facial change and all that. I was like, ooh, Clayface. But when I looked it up, it's actually Crunch, I believe, from, I believe his name is Crunch, from Toy Story 3. And he does have that facial change, which is still pretty cool. That's all he does. None of the joints move or anything like that. But it's nicely detailed. And from a distance, you can probably pass it as a pseudo Clayface, especially with the mean mode. But I like it. It's cute. The next weird one I found was this guy. This is Trigon, Raven's father. He is a demon of some sort. I don't know too much about it, but this particular model is from Teen Titans Go, the weird, almost comical version of the Teen Titans. I'm not a huge fan of the Teen Titans Go. I was of the original series, but as you can also see, he's missing an arm. But he doesn't really have too much posability. His arms move. His head has a bit of movement, but his legs, while they look like they can be moved, don't really want to move. He actually comes in a packet with him and Raven, but obviously I only have him. But not bad though. I like the detail. I will say that it does look like him, at least his caricature on from Teen Titan Go. Not bad. It's not my favorite, but and well, maybe I can get him to stand up here. There we go. The next one I got is Freeze, Victor Freeze, Dr. Freeze. Obviously, it's one of the Imaginex. He's a little bit loose, and he's got a look at what year this. Doesn't say what year this guy was made. I forgot what version of Dr. Freeze he is. There's been so many. I kind of want to say it looks closer to the animated series version. Well, mostly of them are animated, but like the original animated series. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Even his helmet's a little loose too, so. But yeah, I mean, for $2.45, I'm not going to complain about the bag I got. The next thing I got is Green Goblin. He looks a little too happy for my taste. He's on his power glider, his Goblin glider. Has no, well, some posability, but pretty much no posability in his. Oh, wow, I keep surprising myself. When I first got him, I couldn't move the arms, so. Or at least I didn't try moving the arms. I thought he was not very posable, but turns out he is. Would you look at that? He's got one of his goblin bombs. It's a nice detail for what it is. I have to say he's one of my more favorite Spider-Man villains. And it's not a bad detail, though it is very comical in nature rather than the more serious version that we're used to. I like it, though. I might display that. You'll probably see him in the backgrounds later. And speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man himself with some kind of spider silk version of Captain America's shield. You can't really remove it. It's stuck in there, but he's got his web shooter set up. Can't rotate his arms, but it is this Imaginex or is this? Oh, this is just from Hasbro. So I'm taking these guys are probably from the same set. So because they both have limited posability. His legs don't really move. This is both from Hasbro, not the Imaginext. But nonetheless, it is pretty cool. Spider-Man is one of my favorites, him and Wolverine. I like it. It passes. We have Catwoman here. She's got the newer look of Catwoman instead of the original one. Selena Williams, I believe, is her real name. Again, not too familiar with DC as I am Marvel. But one of Batman's loves. The love. She's not really a villain. She's more of a thief who sometimes does good, sometimes does bad, but loves Batman nonetheless. Loves Bruce Wayne. I like it. I like the Imaginext series. I like how simplistic they are and yet very complex. Another Imaginext, not of a superhero line. This is one of the knights that they had. He normally would have like a suit that goes over him. This one in particular either was paired with a griffin or a wolf. I have both versions that I bought one of my sons. And they both had the moon symbol. Slightly different armor for both, and then yeah. I do think that this one in particular is the wolf one though. The wolf knight. He has like a helmet that goes over that looks like a wolf, and he's got a little wolf that goes next to him. And two weapons. One looks like a moon axe, and I forgot what the other one is. But yeah, I like it. Again, Imaginext, they're pretty cool. Another Imaginext figure, Victor Von Doom, or Dr. Doom, the Fantastic Four's main villain. They even got a cloth cloak, which I like. Oop, and I dropped that. Oh no, that's actually not Imaginext. This is... I dropped him. This is another one from Hasbro. That's almost Imaginext. I don't know if Imaginext is part of Hasbro, but if you look at the bottom of a true Imaginext, it doesn't say what it's from. If you look at his bottom, not only are the feet different, but it does say Hasbro on it. Again, this is the DC one. It doesn't really say anything about it, just says DC Comics, so. Another Imaginext-like character. I like the detail on the armor. It's really cool looking. I have to say, I don't mind Dr. Doom as a villain. He's very complex. Alright, speaking of another villain, we have Killer Croc here. Waylon Jones, I believe is his real name. He was born with a genetic deformity that made him look crocodilian-like. And unfortunately, he played into it very much because of a tragic accident in his past where his friend was killed by another crocodile. And they blamed him. I like him as a villain. He's very simplistic yet complex at the same time. I actually like the detail on this. You can definitely see they spent some time carving the mold and all that. You can see his individual abdomens, the spikes on the back, the spines. Yeah, I mean it looks very well made. I think this is like from a playset or something. I have the Thing, Ben Grimm. Don't know what this is from. Not very well detailed. He'd have a blue bottom if it was. But I like it. I can probably paint it to give him that pants. And you can still see the 4 there. Fantastic Four, speaking of which. Yeah, I like it though. The detail on him is pretty good. Sorry about that. Not bad. You can see the individual stones and all that. I like his character. I do like Ben's story and all that. He's the most tragic of the four. I actually don't know what the set he's from. I also got this. I have no idea what it's for, but it looks like it clips in somewhere. And I don't know if it goes up or down or like this. But this just came in the bag, so I figured I'd show it too. But we all know the real reason I buy thrift bags. And it's for Star Wars figurines. And here it is. No, I'm only kidding. This is only one of the 2 figurines I found. This is from Angry Birds Star Wars version. This is one of the Sand Troopers. I have to admit, I like this. And I probably could use this as a head. It's a little squishy. But I can probably put it on other figurines to make it into the head. And get away with it. But he's the real reason why I bought this set. Battle Droid. This is a B1 Battle Droid. I believe this one particularly came from the 2013 set where it was a Battle Droid and one of the Clone Troopers. I forgot what battalion it was, but yeah, he's got only 5 points of articulation. Can't really remove his head like the other ones. Most of them had a ball joint where you can move the head around. This one just rotates his head. Doesn't really fold up very well. The other ones I had bent the knees and all that, so he's just basically a base model. And that's where his backpack would go if he had one. I like battle droids. I have to say they're stupidly funny. I do have a fondness for them. And I try to pick up as many of the battle droids as I can because, well, they come in large numbers. So I have a good variety of different types of battle droids from all ages. The B1s, the OOMs, all of them. But yeah, I can't complain. He doesn't stand very well given the fact that his feet are kind of malformed. But, yeah, I don't mind it. And that's the extent of the bags that I got. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I love making them. I have more content like this. I also open blind bags. And I build Lego-like stuff. So, anyways, peace out, YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Bye.